Okay. Hello. I'm a tired individual. Yeah, I was gonna ask if someone has the link to the doc. Because I believe the live translation tool they were supposed to have did not work. Which is so Project Moon of them. So Kim Ji-hoon of them. 4x4. I kinda wish I was 4x4. Actually, maybe I don't. Bipedalism is kind of based. Hey there, Harmony. YouTube, man. It's true, I'm on there as well. People wave. I'm indeed a tired individual. I have been like the entire week. And it has not helped that the last 2 days in a row, at 7:30 in the morning, the construction nearby has started driving piles into the ground. Like, whatever, big metal rods or whatever the fuck that they're just like blasting into the ground for foundations and shit. At 7:30 in the morning. And then it goes on for like 5 to 6 hours. And it's just tunk, 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 tunk for hours. Like on and off. Should be fucking illegal to do that at 7:30. It's insane. Actually demented behavior. So that has not helped my sleep. My sleep quality is already questionable. This has not been a useful addition to it. And as if I wasn't already real tired anyway. At least the weather was better today. Yes, we are talking about the weather because today is like the first day in probably 3 weeks, if not more, that there was like sun. It has been cloudy and rainy for genuinely like 3 weeks in a row. It's not like I go outside much anyway, but even with that, I have not seen the sun in weeks just because it was always cloudy and rainy. Which also didn't help. Very tiresome weather. Trying to get into the Elcor bench. Would like some clouds and rain myself. Sun is scorching. Yeah, not an issue over here. Hey there, Cubic. 20C in November. Today, I believe the low for today was actually 0 degrees over here. Maybe not quite. No, yeah. It's like 1 degrees right now. It's almost below freezing. Oh, but the real feel is -5 because of wind and so on. It was a little chilly when I went outside earlier today, actually, to go to the store. It was a little chilly. Fun times over here. I mean, to be fair, it is halfway through November. It is already halfway through November. What the fuck? The year is almost over. We're almost in December. My god. Remember when I was a child in November, December, were a little chilly over here? Now it's summer, but smaller? Real. Yeah, I mean, when I was a child, around this time, you'd already have like snow and shit pretty often. Not anymore. It's just rain now. Just cold and rain. We might not have. I mean, frankly, these days it's rare to get any good proper snow, even like before the year ends. It's rare to have any snow even for Christmas. Thank you, climate change. Very cool. Not actually, but like. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so first of all, the stream is 7 hours long. I know that's the Mr. Director played MD for like 5 hours for some reason, which was quite something. So I will be asking when the actual stuff started. What's the timestamp for the stuff actually starting? And if someone has a link to the translation document. 5 hours of MD and failed the run too. That's so director of him. Should I be on this side or the other side? I think director will be on the right side, so maybe we don't cover up Mr. Director's new 3D model. So I haven't watched the stream or any of the actual stuff. I've just seen people talk about it, and like some screenshots and stuff. Okay. There we have document. Oh god, it's so bright. I'll pull this onto a different tab, or I'll have it separately. We have received document. So we can maybe possibly try and follow along. Is this translation just for the important part, or is this it's also, you know, everything else? But yeah, he sure did do a 7-hour stream. How silly. Dad Quixote ruined his run. Shaking my head, choosing Dad Quixote. Fellows translating the whole of MD run would be very funny. Probably not. Actually, let me just read really quickly. I think this is just from the relevant part because they're talking about a PowerPoint. As you know, Kim Ji-hoon does the usual. Give the dull KJ to start the presentation. He really spent his like entire workday essentially on stream. I mean, to be fair, the title does even say "work with me," so sure, fair enough. Okay, what's the timestamp for it actually starting? Test streaming and mainstream. Testing emoji chat. Oh yeah, because they also streamed on a Korean platform, and I believe there you could actually chat. Because obviously on YouTube, I think they still had like chat disabled or whatever. Where's the? I'm assuming it's the last like 2-ish hours or something. Spent so much time that his workers started to come to the stream and watch it. Okay, this is still MD. This is still okay. Yeah, now the chat is also on screen. Okay, also it's a good thing we're on the left then because the original stream stuff is on the right. So we'll keep ourselves on the left. Okay, there. Okay. Here's the MD run ending. Is the sound on? Okay, it's just very quiet. Or at least his game is very quiet. It's a lot of disappointments and other reaction stream. I probably have a inkling maybe why. I haven't actually haven't watched any of the trailers that they showed and so on, but depending on I saw a couple of details and dates and whatnot, and I probably have an idea on why maybe people are disappointed. We'll get to it. Oh, of course, the new VTuber. Oh, actually, is this the new VTuber model yet? Isn't this? No, this is the old one. When does he start using the new one? Now? He leaves for a moment. We'll go full screen, I think. I didn't really see much disappointment. Okay. I don't know, maybe it was a Korean side or something. Maybe it's like a country thing. Some regions were maybe, I don't know. Okay, he's moved. Okay. Oh, music suddenly. What's going on with him? What's going on with the music? His loading mouse. Okay, skip a little. Skip a little more. Oh, okay, well, okay. Clearly it takes a bit. Okay, it takes a bit. Let's see. AI auto translation failed. Okay, I think now because now I'm seeing there was some bits in the translation document of adjusting the whatever. Except now I'm kind of covering. We might have to cover the chat because if I'm on the if we are on the left side, then we'll be covering the presentation itself. So we might want to, you know, unfortunately, we'll keep a tiny bit. You can see the topmost message of live chat. Unless we start covering up Kim Ji-hoon's face as well, or VTuber model. Just kill chat. Damn. Okay, let's see where if he would like to appear.
사이즈 감 조절하고 있었어요.
Nice anniversary.
이게 방송 킬 때마다 좀 달라져가지고.
One of the emotes in Korean should have free humor soul.
안녕하십니까 여러분.
Well, you can kind of see chat just behind other chat. We'll see if I make I'll make us a salt. Once you know once he appears, then we can adjust for size. I'm gonna, you know, let's try and get to something. Oh, there we go. He appeared. Oh. Look at him. This is where all the money went. Okay, no, yeah, perfect. Be exactly perfectly there. That's like perfect. Just right underneath the chat.
위치 조정 중입니다.
Oh, no, fuck. He moved.
살짝 렉이 걸리는데.
Try and look. Oh shit. Try and choose your size, sir.
안녕하십니까. 렉 걸리지? 성능이 안 좋나?
Can I can't fucking resize both at the same time, can I? No. Fuck. The top of his head is gonna be covered. I don't want to resize shit. Because I can't resize the camera. I thought I could, but for some reason I can't resize the camera and the chat at the same time. I've lost my the document. Wait, there's my document. Let me make a little different sized. There we go. I think it's a bit quiet. Let me turn up.
손도
Turn it up on.
이게 손도 할 수 있는데 인식률 테스트 하고 있어요.
Okay. Okay, doggy.
왼쪽.
We're at testing point. Okay, now we can. What is it? You could see like the rigging or something for a moment there. So the little red spots. Oh no, he froze! Okay, well, there's reveals 3D model. Okay. I'm checking the document as well. Really is fucking around with settings live. Okay, well, it looks so good. Really does look good though. It's just a little laggy. Might just be a PC issue. Dude, you got the hands as well. Hand.
얼굴만 움직이는 거로 할게요.
If you didn't do MD for 5 fucking hours, you could have adjusted it. He really did. He did stream MD and other stuff for Actually, no, 5 hours. It's been 5 hours and 40 minutes of the 7-hour stream.
아 그리
He may have had a
그리고,
moment
그
to do
뭐지?
that some point earlier. So.
그
So I guess this is still not the actual presentation. He's still indeed just adjusting. But except this is probably after already that, you know, because there was a timestamp or the time for like what 7 p.m.
그러면은
Was it 7 p.m. Korean time where it was like this is where the actual stream starts. I guess it's still like that time. Oh, it the trailer instantly. Okay, where are we?
보여드리겠습니다.
Men. I just looked at the document. There's a Menhera time mentioned. Okay. Okay. There's trailer. He's gonna pull up the trailer. So I guess I'll put my headphones on as well. I found where we're in the document once he plays the trailer, which should be now. Well, I mean soon. That is. Yep. His video and his PowerPoint. It has the bar at the bottom. Okay, I did see that screenshot. Very fluffy Don. Right, yeah, that lamb hay show. I'm assuming. I just saw like a ram, maybe, rather than lamb. The subs are cut off! Scoff! How could it be? Scoff? We'll watch the proper upload afterwards, I guess. I think she might be blunt, by the way. Just, you know, a guess. I gotta show the combo. Also, probably, I don't know, tremor or something? Very fluffy, however, yes. Oh, and then this we had a leak for. Cockheath. She's still Woo branch? Oh. She's horse branch? It's kind of quiet. They censored shite. What, that double sword? Oh yeah, it does. Oh, there's my answer. You do be looking cool. Combo? Man, the combos are still really fucking cool. Oh no, she is a different branch. I'm having two different informations. One is that she's actually sheep branch or ram, I believe.
네, 여기까지.
God, he's so much louder. The trailer was so quiet, he was so loud.
여기까지가 이제 다음 주에 나올 새로운 인격들이고요.
Okay, I can read some stuff I see as well.
불편한데?
Cox Sinclair does scream like a madman. Cox Sinclair sounds like a screaming chicken on S3, yes.
눈을
Peak.
설정을
Looking back on 2025, no way. Upcoming events, what's next? Corporate management we want. Limbus company areas for improvement.
카메라를 보는
What we want to achieve in 2026. This is going to be another therapy session, or I mean, obviously this is Project Moon stream and not Limbus specifically. So yeah, they'll also just go through Project Moon stuff. He's trying. Where are we?
네. 그게 신경 안 쓰고
Next week's new
해보죠.
IDs. Yep. Double hay show, and probably like almost last hay shows we'll get, I guess.
첫 번째로는
Well, at least for this
늘
season, I
하던
guess.
2025년을 돌아보며 라는 건데 이거는 겁니다. MAU
Look, I'm looking at the document and he starts fucking with the model again at some point.
묘하게 불편하네. 아쉬움이 있습니다.
Ah, he doesn't have legs. How could it be?
한 번만.
Ishmael more so. Yeah, but Ishmael has Shishun ID, so I'm not sure if she'll necessarily get a Heisho ID. I don't know.
캐릭터. 보정.
No, Xenesis. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have legs. I just saw.
한 번 더 보정.
He cut them off. He's floating. Fuck. My document.
이름 좀 약간 좀 자연스러운 것 같죠?
I need a
입을
third
좀
screen,
더
man.
잘 인식하면 이게 음성이 들어가면
Oh,
많이
Internet
나오게
speaking
수가
English?
있는데
I assume he speaks at least a little English. I feel like I've heard him speaking English somewhere else as well. I'll probably go through a bunch of interviews and stuff tomorrow for Enfield things. Today we'll just do a short one for the limbus stuff. His hands are also cropped. He cut off his hands as well. No way. How could he? Earlier we saw his hands.
아무튼 이 상반기까지의 행사들이 또 26년까지 있는 게 있는데
Okay, we
주주
can kind
총회,
of
유사
go
주주
for a little
총회
bit.
같은 느낌인데
Someone is planning for the first half of
통해서
2026. We'll talk about that. These
뭐라고
next
하는지.
three are my Minera time impromptu shareholder meeting.
쉐어홀더스 미팅,
He said it. He said it.
카브누 히소카이.
Yeah, we might also do Tragodia Gacha
맞습니다.
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow will be a weird mishmash stream of a bunch of things.
그래서 첫 번째로 2025년을 돌아보며
KGH, it's cropped
뭐야?
weird. It's cropped weird. You've cropped the bottom.
팀 MAU
Oh my
빠라밤.
goodness. Oh my
계속
goodness.
올랐습니다. 이게
That's a lot of play.
그 집계된 순간부터 이제 라이프 타임을 쫙 가져온 건데
I love to see Steam still being the
보면은
biggest proportion though, by the way.
이거
Love to see that.
플러스 이게 유니크 수만 따진 거예요. 유니크.
I mean, I guess because
그러니까
the
이게
max bolus is still
중복 집계가 아니고
11,
진짜
but I don't know.
활성화된 계정수라서 정말 단독적인
Just be a little funny having like,
계정수로만
you know,
1000만, 10만, 100만, 네, MAU 125만을
then it's truly
기록했습니다.
fucking
와.
Jover for
그리고
ish.
DAU적으로는 이제 이 점일 때인데 여기가 아닙니다. 요건데
Look at chat clapping.
요거가 1000만,
Korean
10만,
chat over here clapping.
1000만, 10만, 네, 73만 6천.
That peak should be.
여기서 확 빠지는 걸 보면
Actually,
알
that's
수
not.
있겠지만
Was that? No, that's not Kanto.
이게
This is Kanto 8 peak, isn't it?
등락이
What's this bit?
업데이트에 따라서 있다 보니
We
지금은
don't know why we don't know how, but we still grow. Yep.
많은 분들이 즐겨주시고 계십니다.
We are
꾸준히.
truly part of the board of directors.
어떻게 계속 이렇게 꾸준히 할 수 있을지 저도 그리고 이제 프로젝트 문 팀적으로도 노력
Alright,
중입니다.
collab. See, I've removed it from my brain already.
그리고
I'm consistent with my idiosyncrasies. I forgot it fucking existed. I was like, what else could be except Kanto 8? What? How could it be? What else could it? What other big thing was there recently? Nothing, right?
자랑을 해봤자 이후에 잘해야죠 뭐. 네, 26년의 상반기까지 행사 예고.
Classic.
뮤즈
This is your ping today
오픈은
in the Discord.
되니
When I saw just the notification for it, I was like, oh no. Thankfully
이벤토
was one way. So like, okay, whatever, never mind.
입니다. 첫 번째로는 이제 레토포프 세컨드
Is it like
버전이 나옵니다. 요 그림체로 나왔던
Document,
시리즈가
tell me.
레토포프라고 하는 건데 레토포프
volume 2 of
이거의
Retropop
이제 새로운
series?
일러스트
Okay,
버전으로
new illustrations and
나오게
stuff. So
되었습니다.
merch stuff.
이거의 자세한 이제 판매 공지와 예약 공지는
Playful Mind
트위터나
Company.
알려드리도록 하겠습니다. 그리고
The weird cropping of the fucking presentation. So
다음-
the bottom and the top are cropped off.
이제
Actually, so are the
내년에
sides. Just
림버스
too zoomed in.
컴퍼니가 2월 27일에 3주년이잖아요. 3이얼스 3주년인데 이때에 맞춰서
Director,
네,
it's
더현대
cropped off.
서울하고 현대백화점 대구에서 팝업 스토어가 진행될 예정이에요.
The Hyundai pop-up store. What? Huh?
한국에서 열 수 있는 것도 제한을
Oh, I guess it's
받은
just the
것도
Hyundai building.
굉장히
Okay. I
감사하게
was like, why are you
생각하고
collabing with
네,
the car maker? I guess it's just
다행이라고
the Hyundai
생각하고 있습니다.
building.
그래서 더현대 서울이랑 이 현대백화점 이렇게 해서 하면은 좀 더 게임을 모르는 친구들한테도 자랑을 할 수 있습니다. 이전에는
Looking at
이게
documents.
진짜 여름 코믹에
Oh yeah, here's the
나츠폼이
pop-up store
들어가는
at
게
the
얼마나
Hyundai department
이게
store.
좋은 일인 좀 뭔가 아니면 애니메이터의 그 굿즈가 전시되고 매대가 생기는 게 얼마나 이게 대단한 건지 일반인
Normies didn't
친구들에게
know how
말해도
cool it was to have a
잘
summer
모르는데
comic at stall and
딱
anime
더현대
goods, but
서울
now I can brag to them
팝업
because they're doing it at
팝업스토어
like a
하면은
normie
이제
venue.
으쓱 할 수 있는 거죠. 어깨 으쓱. 네, 구장이 이거 다음이니까. 그러니까 이걸 구장하고 나서 이거니까 구장을 파이팅
What a funny guy.
간바리마스. 아무튼
Gambarimasu. Gambarimasu.
여기에서 좋은 기회를 주셔가지고 네, 팝업 스토어를
This is after
진행하게
content, so we'll try.
되었습니다.
Okay, yeah, because it's yeah.
카메라
Next year, February, March.
카메라.
Camera. Oh, yeah, desynced or something.
아,
Unless it's so cropped, man. The presentation is so cropped.
응?
Look at her. Look at the adorable.
응.
Nope, there it goes. Oh, nope, frozen.
그다음에 이제
KJ was 100% was bullied for interest in anime when
일본과
he was in middle high school. Anyone of his age, anyone older than
방송을 한
like
번도
I
잘
don't know,
알겠지만은
25,
림버스
yes, would have been
컴퍼니
bullied in
지금
school for liking
지금까지 어떻게 된
anime.
거에 대해서 전시회가 개최될 예정이에요. 이제
I feel
무대와 함께하는. 그래서
it's very recent
어,
only, where it's like,
확실한
oh, it's
거는
like
이제
cool.
한국에서 그러니까 일본에서는 니온에서는 전시회가 열리고
Inferno
한국에서
exhibition.
같은 시기인지 아니면은 차등인지 모르겠는데 아무튼 열리는 것으로 알고 있습니다. 그리고
Looking at my
추가적으로
document.
이 더현대 서울에서 열린 거 다음에 한 1, 2주 뒤에 이제
cough.
대구에서 열려요. 그래서
It is Movic, okay. Movic,
대구
whatever it is.
부산에 계신 분들도 좀 더 접근하실 수 있게 이때는 아까
Employees of
말씀드린 것처럼
HHPP will be
새롭게
charged of fun
말씀드리자면은
events.
그 이번 콘서트도 그렇지만은
And then there's,
이제
yeah,
해맨팡팡
next up is the, but this one I did indeed see because I was pinged for it for the funny, is karaoke
예,
collab.
해맨팡팡 분들이 이런 오프라인 행사에
Check in my head, I thought Millie was already in the
오프
karaoke
이벤트에
machines.
그 담당을 해가지고 와서
Haha,
이제
funny joke.
팬분들과 직접 소통하고 응대하는 역할들과 관리를 할 거예요. 그래서 해맨팡팡 계정에서 이런 오프라인 행사적인 안내나 이벤트에 대한 공지가 올라올 거고
Karaoke
그래서
IDs.
그렇게 알아주시면
I
될 것
mean,
같습니다. 네.
I'm sure they could fit into one of them.
해맨팡팡에
Yeah, I mean, you
대해서는
could,
이제
in you
좀
know,
더 뒤에서도 설명을 드릴게요.
Mariachi Sinclair could, you know, do a little
그리고
singing in the canto. Sinclair did some
네.
singing, so
내년 중에는 또 일본에 있는 노래방 브랜드와 콜라보가 예정이 되어 있습니다. 요거는 좀 더 구체화가 되고 확정이 되면은 알려드리도록 하겠습니다. 근데 이게 막
oh
엄청
yeah.
없다
Well, they just
보니까
talk
뭔가
about them. Indeed,
말씀드릴 만한
the
게 지금
Yisung
이게
donkey
구장에 대해서
dolls.
다들 열심히 개발하고 있다 보니까 인게임적인 게 사실 많지가 않아요. 그리고 짠
Good Smile Company. Oh, okay.
이번에
Ish Nendo, and
누이그루미를
then
이상하고
okay, and
동키를
then
좋아해
plushies
주셨는데
for
구스마일에서
all of
랜드로이드
these.
이스마일이 나옵니다. 와.
Like Ishmael is the one
그리고 누이그루미에서
specifically getting
파우스트,
Nendo.
요슈, 이스마일, 그레고르 이렇게도
Did
추가
someone
발매될
else have Nendos
예정입니다.
as well?
와. 네, 이 이스마일
Anyway, that's a lot of plushies.
마일이가 이제
We're actually getting forced FUMO.
착실하게 이제
It's becoming real. No way.
좋은 성적을 내어서 그 다음 수감자 네, 많은 림버스 컴퍼니의 수감자들이
It is first. Okay, I don't know. I remember there
이
possibly being other
구스마일
Nendos earlier.
컴퍼니를 통해서 랜드로이드로도 나오고 언젠가는 또
Is
피규어로도
Ishmael
나오면
just popular then?
좋겠다는
Because
생각을 가지고 있습니다.
I was hearing anything. Why Ishmael? as the
이게
first name
참
though. So you probably make
랜드로이드
it on like
발매하는 것도 꿈 중
popularity
하나였는데
basis or something.
이게 되니까 너무 좋네요. 우레시 우레시
Yeah. Donkey indeed
랜드로이드
does feel like would be more popular. Yeah,
우레시
clearly some I don't know, maybe some
아무튼
bias.
아
Or someone at Good Smile really liked
그
Ishmael and
다음에
was like, I want to make Ishmael.
준비된 것은 무엇이냐?
And then obviously a bunch
영상입니다.
of plushies. We had Ishmael, Yisung and Donkey, and now we got a whole bunch of more. 5 more, trailer. Suddenly. Oh, right. Okay, well, I looked at and I saw it in my YouTube feed. Yeah, RR rerun. Permanently, wow, permanent content. No way. Although these guys are from RR1? Or were they just in it? No, isn't this the main RR guy? Oh, I'll actually get to do RR. No way, I'll actually get to do RR1. Unheard of.
전에 말씀드렸던 그 거울 굴적
This
도
is very vague Project Moon here.
동시에 상시 콘텐츠화가 됩니다. 그래서 요거는
my form empties at the very least I thought it would be, because my form empties is like, I'm pretty sure if you choose the RR pack, it's my form empties, so. Season 1 ID temple.
캐릭터들의
I do wonder if there'd be significant changes to it.
맥시멈이 50.
Yeah, okay, I was literally gonna ask, are they gonna make the level? Yeah,
그 다음에
okay. They
적들
adjust it to be, you know, current level cap
에너미들은
instead of
요즘 그
having it at the original.
인격 성능 기준을 맞춰서 상향이 될 겁니다. 그리고 적 스킬과 패시브에서 표현이 직관적이지 않았던 텍스트를 최신 방식에 맞춰서 직관성을 올릴 거고요. 그 다음에 이제 스테이지는
Yeah, sinners levels will be set to 55 and enemies will be buffed to the level of more current enemies. Yeah.
방식이었는데
and they'll also update like some of the descriptions and stuff for the enemies, like skills and whatnot.
똑같이 할까 말까 좀 고민했었어요. 근데 그러다가 요즘
okay, they're also making it continuous
바ttles.
battles.
있는 방식대로 전투를 구성하는 게
like they are updating it somewhat, which I think is good. Yeah, updated RR1 and it's permanent, so you can actually, you know, always play it.
그래서 거울철 1호선이 라인 1이 요즘 방식에 맞게끔 리뉴얼 되었다라고 생각해 주시면 될 것 같아요.
It's probably mainly indeed you can get the
상시로 쭉
they'll probably have the cosmetics in there, and then yeah, just less of the like
플레이하시는 분들도 똑같은
maybe less
보상을
rolls and materials and
여기서도
stuff.
이제 배너를 얻을 수 있는데 배너나 이런 거는 이전에 1호선 했던 배너하고는 다르긴 합니다. 이전에 하셨던 분들
model too cute, I said she.
유니크함이 또 사라지는 거다 보니까. 그리고 나서
okay, you can also get the banner. Oh, but it will be different from the one before. Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. So that you can identify who did original RR.
기억이 안 나는군요. 아무튼 네 그렇습니다. 제가 또 말을 해야 될 게 있나요?
The model is cute, but I wish the expressions were more different. Goes through the 6 expressions he has.
기획팀 분들.
Are we getting to the point where I've seen the screenshot where it just says he writes out fatal cute and points to himself.
여러 사람이 입력 중이에요. 근데 움직임은 부드러운데 렉만 좀 안 걸리면은 좀 더 귀여울 것 같아요. 그렇죠? 표정도
that's at the end, okay.
표정이 변화가 좀 더.
No, he's talking about. Is he gonna go through? Okay, well, he's gonna go through the expressions. He needs more money for his model. Okay, please give him more money so that he can update his model.
4번 표정, 5번, 6번.
Okay, there's very little change in the face. Yeah, if this is supposed to be expression changing.
귀엽죠? 이게 모델링이 너무 잘 나와서 찰랑찰랑거리고 귀여워요.
Fucking doing little movements.
마음에 드네요.
I said the quiet part out loud.
그리고
Maybe
다음
for you
구역을
or
갈
feed. I don't
때마다
think my feed is gonna see
이제
that.
그 그러니까 거의 철도
After
1호선에서는
which Kanto will
원래
be open for
이제
new players.
넘어갈
Probably after
때마다
Kanto
그 HP하고
8, then
멘탈이
just considering the level cap. Since the
그럴
level
때는
cap's 55
규칙이
for it. It'll probably be after Kanto 8.
픽했었는데 이번에는 어쨌든 연속 전투를 하고 넘어가면은
More money
이렇게
for
풀
model and
회복하고
Arknight's
넘겨줄
account. Yep.
거예요. 근데 이거는 뭐 디테일하면서도 그렇게까지는 또 이렇게
Talking about some of the
궁금해하시진 않을
details
것
of
같아가지고
R1.
그리고 이 연속 전투 스테이지마다 편성을 바꿔가지고 도전할 수 있습니다. 아무튼
Multiple fights. K-Corp, Snakes,
서울국제철도 1호선에
Beasts.
대해서는 이 정도인 것 같고 연속 전투를 구간 전투처럼 설명했다.
5-man fight,
오케이.
however.
이해했음.
So they, yeah, okay, they go. Well, I
야,
guess that
잘못
makes sense.
말한
The fights were designed
말한 게
originally
있네요.
for
오케이. 자, 봅시다.
not 7-man team.
1호선 라인
Oh, on the 20th. Oh, we're getting okay. We're getting it
5원
already then.
있죠. 여기에서 스테이지 하나, 스테이지 하나, 스테이지 하나, 스테이지 하나 있는데 이게 이제 제 기억상으로 막 K사
Explaining like when you do the thingy and then you'll get like
덕출직 있고 여기
HP,
막그
SP refills,
2단 신문관 있고
or like at least HP refills as
하잖아요.
you go to the next ones. And you can
매발
change your teams
짐승,
and so on.
매발 짐승 있고 그래서 요거 하나를 트라이 할 때 이 12명을 이게 세팅을 각각 다르게 할 수 있다. 그리고
Okay, sanity remain. He said stuff wrong and has to correct himself later.
정신력, 멘탈
Classic
다
streamer.
풀로 회복된다.
Yeah, sanity remains the same, but
그래서
HP apparently refills.
막 이전에 몇 호선이었지? 5호선이 낸 것처럼 이렇게 한 스테이지가 아니고
He starts talking about donkeys
1호선에
soonish, and then has to go back to talk about RR again
그
because
다음 스테이지 골라서
he said
넘어가고 하는
thing wrong.
건데 어쨌든 여기에서 캐릭터가 죽으면은 지금처럼 그 대기하고
didn't have a
대기
page about all the
이거는
details. He thought they were in here.
리필 연속 전투다라는 뜻입니다.
Forget stuff in the middle of telling it. Dude, that's so relatable.
맞죠?
He has a lot on his mind. Okay. He stops and he's like,
좀 더
wait.
구체적인 그 전투의
right?
방법이랑 디테일한 것들은 공지를 드릴 텐데 이게 업데이트가 언제죠? 이게 5인 전투라고 합니다. 캐릭터 5 캐릭터
Okay, now we're at this point. 5 character.
5인 베토로 데스. 여기 적은 리필이 안 돼요. 에너미
5-man team.
리필로 나시.
Right, and enemies
이거는
won't
이제
refill.
20일에 업데이트가
Like
됩니다.
it's like actual. It's like the normal waves or whatever,
다음
rather than
주에
the
업데이트가 된다.
how it is now,
다음
where
주에
it's always refilling.
새로 인격 2개와 요 거골철을 같이 즐기실 수 있습니다. 와.
Okay, because also yeah. So after this, he should start talking about
영상에서
donkey.
그
Going back to the video.
보자면은
And no, it is a different branch. It's not
donkey.
horse branch. It is its own branch.
동키 있죠.
Did any of the animations have a headbutt in
요
it?
동키는
I feel like that would be important.
이걸 하니까 또 사라지네.
Look at the
커서
big
보이나요?
horn. Such
이게
large
그,
horn.
흑수 양쪽인데 이왕 여기서 설명을 드리는 거 하는 김에
I would fain
모두
not ram
인정하진 않을
thee,
테니까
lest thy shin
그냥
bone
부연
be
설명을
broken.
드리자면은
Specifically ramming your shins.
이 동키 흑수
That's like she has to like
양의 종족은
she has to specifically like really aim downwards if she wants to ram your shins, you know?
제가 잘못 전달한 게 있다고요?
Horny. Yep. Horn joke.
정신력이 아무튼 이게
Okay, here he went back.
페널티처럼 가진 않을 거예요. 어쨌든 간에 그 좋은 쪽으로
Ankle
해준다.
biter instincts.
이 카타 네 해준다.
Goblin
디테일한 거는
behavior.
월요일 날에 이제 공지가 나올 텐데 이거는 네.
Like I can also you can hear the
45가 되는 건
mouses
아닙니다.
moving around and like being lifted off the table and hitting it again. Quality. Okay, now back to lamb.
보면은
To ram.
이 몸에서부터 뿔이 돋아나서 이 뿔로
Oh yeah, it's
적진을
tonfas. Yeah,
돌파하고
yeah. There's just massive
단거리에서
tonfas.
공성수처럼
Oh yeah, it is like
큰
horns. It
문을
does look like
돌파하거나
horns
열어
on them, even
제끼는
though it's like
이러한
kind of like
역할에서
just a wrap
특화된
like cloth,
흑수이고
but then yeah, it's like
이
hornish,
흑수의 원본 베이스는 굉장히 추위를 많이 타는 그런
funky.
이거는 게임에서 보시는 게 좋을 것 같아요. 역시 말로 하니까
And then
좀
you know
아쉽네요.
there's a cock leaf.
자, 그 다음에
10th anniversary concert planned.
다음
Wow.
소식.
It will not be
2020년
anywhere where I
11월.
can go to it.
이제 이때는 진짜
Unless it's
프로젝트문 10주년이죠.
like
이때는
online or something.
프로문 주넨 애니버서리. 이때는 진짜로 그 다른 게임 회사에서 많이들 하시는
Also it makes sense that it wouldn't be planned
음악회,
already. Concerts like this, they
뮤직
take a while to plan.
오케스트라를 할 거고 네, 게임 BGM들로
Orchestra, concert.
음악회를 엽니다. 네. 그래서 이때는
Melee concert was showing the powerful band music like in a live house. For the 10th
만큼
anniversary, it will be an orchestra. And then after
좀
this,
의미
Kanto 9 info.
있게 보실 수
Dawn looks
있으면
massive. It's all she's
좋을 수
fluffy,
있도록
okay? She has a lot
생각
of
중인데
fluff,
어떻게 될지는 또 좀 모르긴 하겠네요. 어쨌든
just bundled up.
이거를 목표로
I mean, at the
현재
start, you see
계획 중에
where she's
있습니다.
just
플래닝,
shown as like a
이만,
ball.
플래닝 마스.
Also, for some reason, Foster's there as well.
그래서 이번에 이제 밀리의 콘서트가 이제 밴드의 그런 멋짐을 보여주는
Grows all these horns
라이브
herself.
하우스 밴드 같은
Okay.
그런
Apparently,
파워풀한
inflicts
거였다면
depression with these things.
10주년에 계획하는 거는
I think it might, look.
게임
She
자체를
causes you,
돌아보는
she
오케스트라
bonks you on the head.
같은
She's
느낌으로
blunt damage, so
하려고
big
합니다.
bonk on head, which then causes permanent brain damage, which can then also cause depression.
그리고
It all makes sense.
이제 그 다음
Chat
소식,
doing
소식 그 다음 정보는
concert emotes. Again,
부장
light sticks.
칸토
Usually it's tremor,
9.
concussion. Yeah, but see, first you get a concussion, later you get depression. And okay, there it is. I did see this image. Holy moly, what a piece of art.
토모노 이토
And yeah,
Akano Ito.
Kumono Ito. Yeah. Another short story that it is named after.
여기서 더 긴 말을 붙이는 건 오히려
Look at those
재미의
swords.
반감이
Is it?
되니까.
No, it's one sword. I thought it was a double sword. I thought it was another one
멋있는
behind. No, it's this
그림과
one here.
네,
If it is now, I don't know what it
12월까지
is.
된다 그랬는데
Dude, it looks so
정말 거기에 맞춰서
fucking good.
노력을
I
하고
love
있습니다.
the colors and everything here,
최대한
man.
올해 8장부터 9장까지의 사이가
And just the design of the logo as well, with it
알찬
like being
느낌이
cut
들 수
in
있도록
half.
최대한 노력을 해봤고요. 이제 이 9장은 12월 31일에 업데이트가 됩니다.
12:30, yeah, 12:31 indeed. Right before the year ends. They can still say that they released it in December. So
만약에 12월 31일에
we were talking on some stream earlier on a previous stream somewhere we were talking about like, oh, when would it be? Like, is it mid-December or something? Is that going to be a good timing?
if에
No,
안 된다고
it's
하면은
literally last day of December.
어떻게 해서든 12월 31일에
And yeah, half tangled threads, half spiderweb.
하겠습니다.
Yeah. It's a really nice logo. I love it, and the colors and everything. Just the composition, man,
뭔가
looks so nice.
재밌으실 수 있도록 그래도 정말 여기에 맞춰 살 수 있도록 목표하고 있어가지고
Oh, also, yeah, it is Kumono Ito, Akano Ito. It is spider's web and also
노력하고
red threads, spider threads and red threads.
그다음에 이제
I mean,
특이
I looked at the document and they weren't sure what it was. Oh yeah,
이거는 3주년 때 목표예요.
look, okay. Let's just say it. Okay, let's say it. Soul, no soul.
그러니까 26년
I hope they don't go through with it.
2026년 2월 27일쯤이죠. 이때쯤에 3주년 때 UI를 좀 더
adjust it in other ways or
경쾌하게,
whatever, like maybe
넓게,
back-end ways and stuff like that, but like
좀 경쾌하게 한다면은 이렇게
you
좀
have a
더
unique aesthetic
감
that is
느낌으로
also incredibly
세련되게
thematic.
만드는 거, 아니면은 이제 이미지 자체를 이렇게
Maybe
전체
keep it.
채우는 거, 이런 느낌처럼 그 UI의 작동 방식이나 레이아웃은 기계식으로 타타닥 움직이거나 이런 거는 감성 유지하되 좀 더 오샤레나 좀 세련되게
Don't care much
하고
about this UI
싶어서
change because it wouldn't remove the current
여기에
problem.
맞춰서 좀
Also, yeah, because
디자인 팀
it's just a new paint
해주고
on like
계시고,
essentially
첫
the same
번째로는 어쨌든
UI.
이제 이 포장지, 이 UI의 디자인을 먼저
So
바꾸고
like
그 다음에 UX를 개선할 생각입니다.
that's the thing. It's not like revamping the UI so that it's like way easier to, or seemingly at least is not revamping it so that it's way easier to navigate and so on.
손이 좀 잘 되면
It's just giving it
싶었는데
a new paint.
잘 안 되는군요.
So then it's like, why?
그 다음에 그 스테이지
Continue stage after defeat. All right.
이게
Oh yeah. This was didn't this come up last year on stream or something and we just never got it yet?
스테이지가 있더라도 그게 좀 어느 정도 의도된 어려움이긴 해가지고.
Well, we have. Oh, but now it's not. Okay. Well, you can get. I'm assuming just looking at this. You can get like
이용해가지고
continues from somewhere, but then you can also use lunacy.
이어하기처럼 이어서 게임을 계속 해서.
Yeah, it was but an idea but I forgot about it even being an idea. It's been that long.
이지랑 하드를 나누지 않는 이유는
Okay, where are we on the document? Wait. Okay, here.
여력이 안 되는 것도 있지만은 그래도 좀 스토리적으로
Because when free
어려운
lunacy, the reason we don't do easy and hard story
설정을
stages, don't have the manpower.
좀 그거에 걸맞게
Use a continuum kind of EX clear.
몸 비트면서 깨는 느낌을 주고 싶어가지고.
If you use lunacy to beat it, stage gets nerfed, will return all to you. Yeah, this stuff I think already came up
광기를
when it was
써가지고는
first mentioned.
어떻게든 트라이하면은 깨질
Want
수
to avoid
있게끔
nerfs,
해놓고
but I guess now it's actually coming around.
대신에 이제 이렇게 컨티뉴를 해서 깨면은 EX 클리어는 안 돼요. 아무리 그 턴수 안에 깼다 하더라도 EX 클리어는 안 돼가지고 잘하는 분들은 EX로 증표를.
Like, please, you said anything more about the actual UI? Wait.
그 다음에 이 광기를.
Well, it will be updated to be more lively? Question mark. But we'll keep the mechanical motions, but it will be more flashy. I mean, we'll see what the UI will actually end up being like. But looking at it quickly, it just seemed like it had a little bit less soul to it. We'll see.
돌려드리는 걸로 할 겁니다.
I'm mainly looking at this, and I'm wondering, like, because of like this counter here, I'm wondering if you can like get continues for free as well. Like if you like get continues as a reward or something, or if you have like one a day, I don't know.
뭐 설문 같은 거나.
Your opinion not it count as EX? I mean, yeah.
않는 게 목표여서 일단은
Makes
그렇습니다.
sense.
그리고 여긴 안 나와 있는데.
The point of the EX is kind of as you know.
어떤 스테이지를
as a hey, I did it as intended or whatever.
했는가. 이런 거를 보여드리는 기능도 추가가 될 예정이라서 만약에 좀 어려웠다면은 다른 사람들은 어떤 조합으로 그걸 끼는지를 보고 할 수 있습니다.
Probably. Wait.
아무튼
we're also hoping to add a feature to let you see what comps other players use to clear the stage. It's all Haitials.
리mbus 컴퍼니 게임과 행사에 관한 이야기였습니다.
I'm wondering if you can get them in shops or event rewards or something. Because it just based on the visual language there was like you could have continues that are not tied to lunacy.
트위터랑 스팀에 게시를 해주시면 됩니다. 그리고
3 singular polls.
MAU, DAU,
Luck, sack in chat.
네, 레드퍼프 2탄이 나오고 더였네.
Hey, that was the limbus news. Going over the slides again.
한국군호 메차 혼또 유메이나.
Okay, and then it's in this impromptu shareholder meeting time.
그리고 이제 무빅을 통해서
go through somewhat.
엑시비션
like blup, blup, blup.
지곡구편 넣을 거고 일본 노래방 브랜드와의 콜라보가 예정이 되어 있고.
KJ says it at the end of the stream that you can choose the UI.
스마일 랜드로이드. 그리고
I mean there was 2 different designs, I guess. So I'm wondering if like the original that we have right now will also be in the choices or if it'll be 2 like new choices.
그리고 내년 10주년 때는
I think that it will be pointless who will use it if it's not an EX.
예정이고.
You use it so that you can clear the stage for story.
개선하고 싶고.
It's for the people who don't necessarily care about getting an EX or whatever, but just want to clear the stage so they can get to story. That's who it's for.
노력합니다.
It's not for the people who want the gaming. PM anime is
자,
closer than ever.
그러면은 이제 여기서 한 템포 잠깐
Okay, now
쉬었다가
it is time for shareholder meeting. Okay,
여기까지가
put on your
림버스에 대한
business hats and
이야기였고
business pants.
이제부터는 또 이제 프로젝트문
Shareholders meeting.
프로젝트문 프로문 도코의 이쿠 어디로 가는가 이런 주제로 이야기를 해보려고 합니다. 아까 말씀드린 것처럼 뭐
Oh yeah, this I did also see. It's coming
유사
up soon.
주주총회 같은 느낌일 수도 있는데
I just see this mentioned quickly.
이게 아까 번역을 했을 때
Somewhere.
뭐였더라? 잠시만요.
Removing my pants and putting on a latex suit. I mean, hey, that's business for some people.
루이지 카부누
Business for some.
카부
What is he saying?
카부가 주식이죠. 카부누 히소카이.
Oh, he's still talking about being a shareholder meeting. He pulled up the Google TL lady to speak for shareholder meeting in Japanese.
아무튼 그런 느낌입니다. 이거 팝하고 써가지고 일단은
Funny.
현재
Suddenly just Google
프로젝트문이
TL lady.
직원이 63명입니다. 여기서
Okay, now we're getting to the
햄팡
63
분들이
employees. 55 to 56 developers. So up 5 to 6 from last year.
그래서 잠시만요. 저도 이게 머리가 55에서 56이 이제 개발
we'll skip
쪽인
for a little
거고. 그래서
Not that much of an increase, continue to hire at a steady pace. Even if the updates are a bit slow, trying to
그렇게
release
많이
things
늘지는
appropriately for the
않았어요.
team
이전보다.
size.
그래도 꾸준히
If you know, you know, but
채용을
winter
하고
is coming
있는데,
for the game dev scene. Not only game dev, but just for the economy in general. This really is a shareholders meeting.
말씀드렸지만은 속도가 좀
What
나오지
is he fucking? Is he
않겠더라고.
like? Is he expecting the fucking AI bubble to pop or something and destroy the economy? What does he know something we don't?
지금 인원수에 맞춰가지고
Could increase
급하게
aggressively, but if
개발해 나가려고
performance
합니다.
peaks and then I make a
아무래도 이게
mistake, it may affect the game
또
negatively.
아실 분들은 아실 수도 있겠는데 이제 게임 업계 자체도
Fucking
현재
actually talking about the economy. Too real. I think about the economy too much in work and school.
게임 업계뿐만 아니라
Called Christmas.
전반적인 경제
Christmas doesn't seem like a
상황도
bad time for
그래서 이게
game dev.
지금 제가 봤을 때는 공격적으로 뭔가를 늘릴 수도 있겠지만 이야기가 잘 나오고
Christmas is a good time. January maybe
다들
not good
말하시는 이
time.
고점,
Christmas though, big sales.
하이스트 이 피크죠 피크.
The bubble is
피크가
prime
잘
though. Yes,
나오면은
true.
괜찮은데 이 피크가
It's
한번
more so does he know that it's gonna happen like
제가 잘
now?
못하면은 이게 워낙에
He's so sure it's like now. So
불안정하게 이제 게임에
KGH is afraid to
타격이
make
있는 거다
PM too
보니까
big and game dev isn't stable if you make a mistake. He is,
그러니까 이게 만약에 프로젝트문이
I mean, maybe
정말
appropriately.
테크놀로지적인 어떤
I don't want to say
하거나
paranoid.
기술 관련하는 회사
It's too strong of a
그러면은
word.
뭔가 안정성이 그래도 보장이 됐을 텐데 지금은 이 반짝이는 이 피크를 통해서 다 되다 보니
Just
헛발질을 두
careful.
번만 해도 이제 인원이 많아질수록 복구하기가 어려워지는 그런 게 와버리는 거죠. 그래서 제가 좀 겁이 많아가지고 fear가
He wants to go
많습니다.
fully independent. Aren't
Upgrade.
they all? Isn't he like this almost like the
그래서
sole owner of
많이
the
늘리고
company?
있진 않지만은 또 여기 보여드린 것처럼 이 인원 안에서도 계속 세련되고
Oh, yeah, because here you can have like there's like two different styles of the UI, and this is I guess like more the original, and then this is like I guess the newer one.
또 요즘 게임스럽게 할 수 있도록 개선을 해가고 싶어요.
Okay,
그리고
almost. Okay, so there are some shareholders. Okay, and he just wants to actually fully remove it. So based.
전에도 이제
So based.
말씀을 드렸지만
No, I mean depends. Well, it
3D
depends on who the shareholders
액션.
are. Obviously, you can have if you
RPG.
know them anyway. If you know the other shareholders and you're like buddies, then
게임을
it's like
만들고
then it's
싶은데
all cool. If the other shareholders are people who are
이거는
just like
이제
you
진짜
but other
거의
people,
뱅가라는 이
then
블레이드만 써가지고
okay, yeah, here this bit.
블레이드 전용 액션
3D action RPG.
한
Also specifically mentioned Blade, the movie, the
느낌으로
vampire killing
만들고
movie
싶어요.
that I actually watched
근데
recently with friends
이것도
for the first time.
요즘에 추세로 봤을 때는 라이브 서비스로서 이
Yeah, looking at the current
하나하나
state of gaming, probably needs to be a live service
오미버스식
game with
이야기를
omnibus-style stories.
이어나가면서
Far future for now, though.
파편화돼 있고 아무튼 뭐 그래야 될 것
Bloodfiend
같은데
Hunter game, imagine.
요게
I mean,
꽤나 먼
dude, Limbus
이야기가
already
될
has
수도
so much
있겠다
flashy
싶더라고요.
stuff. An
예,
action RPG would totally work. Limbus Impact, indeed, dude. That's
잠시
like the most terrifying part. Is that, oh no, there's gonna be more Genshin killer
목
discourse.
좀 추이겠습니다. 드링킹.
Like, at this point, shouldn't we just like realize that people, including the devs themselves, like
아무튼
3D action games? There's some stuff that you can just do in them that you can't really do in other formats.
방향성은 늘 그랬지만은 이제
Instead of
가는
Genshin,
뭐
we have
길게
Warframe
있는데
killer. Well, I mean,
27년에
one game did
사옥이
try.
못했잖아요. 사옥?
Certain
사옥을
DNA. Kind of don't trust him to handle two live servers at the same time, though.
오피스.
With their current team size, absolutely not. No. I mean, he did say it was like a way down the line type thing.
건물을
But
올려야 되는데 이 건물 올릴 때 지금 비용이 많이 들잖아요.
want to go into new company-owned office around 2027. Oh, right, yeah, because right now they're just
내년이
renting. Yeah.
되면은 아마도 그
Bought the land
프로젝트
already.
자체
Next year, PM will have
네,
completely no
외부
ties to
투자자가
outside
아예
investors. Will
없어진
pay them back
상태가
by
될
that point. Okay,
거라서
here we get to that. Yeah, okay.
프로젝트문이 이제 외부
At a crossroads on whether to
투자자에게
build the building sooner or to wait and build it
그만큼의
more
돈을
like how
이제
they want. Want to get this point across in ENJP2, but can't, so
올려드리고
that's a shame.
이때 이제 현금이 많이 나가가지고 이 사옥을 할 수 있을지 없을지 모르겠다라는 게 좀
Hey,
있어요.
they're
그래서 이게 계속 고민이에요. 좀
Dude,
타협을
that is kind of
봐가지고
fucking. It truly is based. Actually, just
적당한
paying out
정도의
all the
규모를
outside
짓고
investors who like
뭔가를
don't share your
확보할지
weird
아니면은
vision.
좀 더 기다렸다가
Because Limbus is now so
하는
successful
것처럼
that he has the
이런
money to do
선택의
that.
그런 기로에 있어가지고 좀 그런 고민들을 하고 있거든요. 아니 이게 참
If
일본어나
only-
영어로도
If only Hypergriff did that for Yostar as well.
전달됐으면은 좋았을 텐데
Because if you don't know,
한국어로도 좀
Hypergriff
어려운
is
이야기라서
owned
좀
75% by just
많이
people in Hypergriff, and then there's
쓰이는
25% which is owned by
아무튼,
people in Yostar. I dream of a
지금
day where they
막
separate.
돈이 모자라다 이런 거는 진짜 아니긴 한데 이제 요거를 이제 어쨌든 투자자
As KJ himself said, we can just operate for 3 years with no profit and be a-okay. They've made
그에 맞는 이제
some money.
지금까지 사용하는 투자가
Surprise!
그럼 그만큼의 현금이 빠져나가겠죠.
Good, successful gacha game makes
그 남은
money.
현금 안에서 이제 사옥을 지어야 되는데
And Limbus, indeed,
이만큼을 또
like,
짓기에는
in a way, makes so much
이걸
less money than it
지어버리면은
could
이제 또 이만큼밖에 안
as
남으면
well.
지속 가능성이 뭔가
Where are we?
흔들릴 수 있어가지고 고민이다.
Maybe around
그래서
here.
더
When paying back
채용을 더
investors, there'll be a
못하기도
loss of
하겠다.
capital, and capital is required to build a building, so it's difficult to hire more people, but still
하는
hiring
게
slowly. Okay, well, I mean, yes,
하드,
indeed, yes.
무식하지.
Paying off the investors is a bunch of money you just have to kind of throw.
그래도
Bunch of capital you
채용을
just have
안
to
하는
commit.
것은
So
아니다. 천천히 확실하게 하고 싶은데 어떻게
Yostar's also
하냐?
well,
How?
Yostar doesn't have to own a
존나
part of the
카타
company to still, have a
그
partnership
한다면은
in the
하고
publishing of
나는
Arknights.
프로젝트문에서
Because Yostar is only responsible for Arknights. Every other
뭐
part
채용적인
of
측면을
Hypergriff's
본다면은
distribution and everything is being handled by themselves.
당장에는 많이 뽑지는
Now,
않겠지만은
only Arknights is
프로젝트문을
under
사랑해
Yostar.
주시는 분들이
And indeed does not require
많이
there to be an
계시고
actual
있는
shareholder
거고
investment.
싶으시다면은
You know,
이러한 덕목들을 좀 많이 보고
that's just how it
있으니까
started way back when
알아주시면
Hypergriff
좋겠다
started.
해서 미리 좀 말을 하려고 하거든요. 실제로 그런 질문도 많이 오다 보니까 일단은 혹시라도 오해할 수 있으니까 이게 not frequently
Not frequent. Recruitment rate.
아무튼
Not hiring too much right now. Looking how investing potential employees are in PM as
아까
well.
거울
Not
던전을
frequently.
보는 방송하면서도 말했지만은 첫 번째로는
Mind is the most important. Everyone wants different things.
마인드가
Mind.
제일 중요한 것 같아요. 같이 일할 때
Some might want to see how far they can go building a
사람마다
portfolio and changing
추구하는 바가
jobs.
다르잖아요.
I want to have more of a
그거가
balance between work and personal time.
됐다 잘 됐다가 할 수 있는 게 아니고
Personally, I think you need to be invested in Project Moon to work for a long time in this
어떤
company.
분은 이제 진짜 이 경력의 끝판을 보고 싶어가지고
He does like
포트폴리오 만들고
select people who are
이제
like,
이직을 해가면서
you really like
자신의
this
이제
thing because I
가치
kind of need you to really be into this
커리어의
thing
방식도 있을
for me to
거고
trust you to work on it.
또 아니면은 그렇게 열심히라는 기준도 저마다 다르니까 뭐라고 할 수 없는 건데 적당히 이제 워라밸을
In our case, it's just
지켜가면서
handled by Yosta, I think, just because
게임을
at this point it's
좀
way too much work to try and
만들면서
like
이제
switch it
그
or to
일상도
take for a hyper
가져가면서
to take it
하시는
back.
것도 있을 거고 또 하나는
Very weird
이제
direction take
게임
anniversary stream.
자체를
Well, because
만들고
we
시작하는
had some
거에
of the game stuff already and whatnot.
에너지와
We're in the
정을
shareholders meeting,
어느
okay?
정도 넣어가면서 하는 건데
Talking business, but it's kind of
저는
fucking
프로젝트
goated.
문이라는
It's
회사가
interesting to
좋고
hear
제가
like
만드는
actually
게임이
about
좋다면은
the
그런
background.
취향을 가지신 분이어야지 프로젝트 문에서 오래 일하실 수 있는 것 같아요. 어쨌든 이게 제가 예전에도 말했지만은 저는
Part 2,
이제
he can't remember part
로드
2.
절대
Okay,
공주
no, we're at this part now. KJ is like a lord. He's gonna do things the way he wants to.
로서 제가 원하는 취향과 원하는 느낌으로서의
Talking business, actually important people,
일을 디렉팅 하고 있고
users.
이 방향이 맞고 그래도 재밌을 것만 같아야지만 그러니까 제 말을 들어도 좀 납득이 될 거고 좀 더 같이
He's
일할 수
a lord
있겠죠.
guard? No way.
나중에 어쨌든 채용을 하더라도 꼭
Should
볼
be separated
것은
from anniversary stream.
로켓
Well, because Project
오퍼레이션,
Moon
라이브
only has
오브레이나
one
뭐
stream
리버스 컴퍼니
a year, which is the anniversary
어쨌든
stream.
프로젝트 문과 프로젝트 문의 게임을 좋아하시는 분 그리고 프로젝트 문이 걸어온 궤적을
Lord of
같이
Formula
걸어가고
1.
싶은 분이면 좋겠어요.
No, that would be if he was Chinese.
그리고 두 번째는 잠시
Part 2. He can't remember
물 좀
part 2.
마시겠습니다.
He gets nervous during streams, especially since it's his first time in 3D. It's so adorable.
두 번째는
He'll get back to it when he remembers.
뭐였지?
Does he? Okay, he does later. Yes, he does. He forgot.
첫
He's thinking.
번째가
He's thinking. Okay, let's get to part 3.
에너지라고 할까요?
Energy, a more positive
좀 더
vibe.
이게 파지티브한 느낌?
Might be
긍정적인
the world in a
느낌?
slightly cynical way, but when working together, I want someone who
제가
isn't too
쓰는
cynical and
이야기나
can
제가
work together.
스스로 보는
He needs
시각
someone
자체는
next to
좀
him
비관적이긴
who is
해도
not so cynical.
그래도 같이 회사에서
Makes sense.
일을 하고 만들어 갈 때는 결국에는 혼자 만들 수 없는 것을 만들어 가기
Yeah, he's just obviously
때문에
going in for like parts of who he recruits essentially.
서로가 더 필요한 것을 인정하고 어쨌든 너무 좀 시대하지
Half-Life 2
않고
mentioned later?
좀 으쌰으쌰 할 수 있는 분이 좋겠다.
Okay, no, maybe we
두
need some
번째
background
생각났어요.
music.
두 번째가 뭐냐면은 이게 네. 그 적어두진 않았습니다. 네. 그냥 즉흥적으로 하는 게 더 편해가지고 저는
We're just
두
going about
번째는
recruitment for a while.
너무 에고가 강한 분.
And he said some of
이게
this stuff. I think he said some of this
아까
stuff before.
말했듯이
Where is it?
제가 원하는 것을 만들고 또 그러려고 회사를 만들고
Someone without a strong ego. Says, I'm
에너지를
going to do
내는
things my
거다
own way. You
보니까
may want to build the world of Project Moon because you like it
이제
so much, kind of like how I was
프로젝트
with Half-Life
문의
2.
세계관이 마음에 들고
Anyways, you need to
프로젝트
create
문이
within
이제
the
마음에
boundaries I've set. If you can't
들어서
handle that, then it may be
여기에서
difficult to work together.
원하시는
He is
또
the guy.
본인만의
Everything
창의력을
Project Moon is
더해가지고
one guy's vision.
창작을 하고 싶은 마음 충분히 있을 수 있어요.
yeah, micromanage is
예전에
one way to
이제
put it, yeah.
하프라이프 2하고 했던 마음.
Okay, we can script for a little bit.
어떻게 보면 뻔한
Okay, here he puts music on. It's like, we need music.
그런 겁니다. 이게 배경음이 있는 게 좀 좋으려나?
If you want to work at PM for a long time, then it's good. Long, many O's.
그래서 요 세 가지 하고 뭐 어떻게 보면 뻔하다면 뻔한 건데 제일 중요한 건 가치관적인 것 같아요. 가치관.
I get a lot of people applying from
가치관이
overseas, Japan, China,
영원하게
USA, Europe.
모르겠지만은
Right now, I think it will be a bit difficult. Yeah,
어쨌든
I understand why they're applying.
만들고
but like,
길게 일하고 싶은 분.
It is a Korean
이면은
company. Everyone probably speaks Korean.
아무래도 또 게임 업계 자체가
So unless you're also fluent in Korean, it
다른
might be a
나라는
bit tricky.
모르겠지만은 제가 알기로는 여기 회사에 있다가 A 회사 있다가 한 2, 3년 정도 하면서
Yeah, later here. We skip a little
뭐
bit.
재팬 아니면은
Okay,
차이니즈
here's talking about
차이나
many people
아니면
applying.
여러 나라의 이제 분들도 계시고
But then later
근데,
there's where is it?
아
If it goes over 50 people, it'll be
예전부터
difficult for me to check up on
50
everyone
명이
one on
넘어가면은
one. If he's
이거를
checking up on everyone on one,
컴퓨터도
then
없어 좀
yep, that's some
핑하고
micromanagement.
체크하기 힘들 것 같다.
Which obviously probably
이야기를
part of the
많이
reason why, you
해왔어요.
know, Project Moon is like it is,
실제로 지금
and like
이제
how they can
기획자분들도
create the stuff that they do.
분들도
But it is
분들도 많이
real fucking hard to
들어오셨고,
scale that up.
근데 제가 그분들의 이제 이름과 얼굴을 많이 기억하려고 노력을 하고 있지만은 이제 물리적인 시간 자체가 이제 그분들하고 접촉하거나 소통할 시간이 정말 없어요. 근데 프로젝트 문 자체가 지금
Right. Yeah, here's what was mentioned
몇
earlier.
시냐고
A bit later.
제가 해보려고
Where is it?
지금처럼
Okay. Right now, when I present something, I just talk at them while they sit at the
생각하고 있는 게
table. What I thought is every 2
아,
weeks,
2주마다
you will work with
weeks.
me. I will stream and talk about things that aren't story, like the battles, UI,
한
UX, etc.
2주마다
Because that's the way I can talk to the employees. Even now, a lot of employees are commenting.
제가 이게 방송해가지고 여기에서
That's funny.
그러니까 이제 스토리적인 거 말고 컨텐츠적인 거.
Sure, there are tens of hundreds
배틀이나
or hundreds of
전투나
applications for people who
개선점,
physically couldn't work
UX,
there. Yeah, yeah,
이런 것들에
probably yes,
대해서
probably
직접
yes.
리버스를 하거나 아니면은
Probably a lot of almost all the foreign applications are
제가
like,
이제
I don't live in
플레이어와
Korea, but I
팬분들과도
guess I
소통하는 거지만은
could.
동시에 그 회사의 직원분들과도 소통하는 느낌처럼 해보고 싶어요. 이게 언제가 될지는 모르겠는데
As I said before, I
해야지
don't want to
좀
stream too much because a game director streaming might be
목소리가
fun
다
and
알수 있을
addictive.
것 같아요.
As here it
지금도
becomes,
이제
here it comes soon.
많은 꽤 팀원분들이
Wait.
이러는 이유가 좀 자극과 도파민이잖아요.
As you can see, this is
매번
stimulating
기회를
and
채워줘야 될것
fatally cute.
같아가지고 이게 다들 좋아하시는 요 자극적인
He's doing the thing. he's just, dude, my model's so cute. I want to stream more.
요거가 이제
My shareholder meeting, it's falling apart.
뭐 2주마다 하면서 그냥 자주 켜가지고 무디게 한다. 무디게.
It's so funny.
그러면서 이거를 하나의 이제
Maybe it's better to stream often to let
프로젝트만의
people
개발
get used
기조로
to it.
좀 둬서 제가 원하는 거나
Imagine it's like, oh, okay, everyone, it's your corporate mandated watch director stream day. Everyone, stop your work, go look at him stream and talk.
그냥 외치는 거죠. 그거를 이제 듣고 팀장분들과 팀원분들도 제가 뭘 만들고 싶어하는지 캐치할 수 있고 또 그걸 보고 커뮤니티 팬분들 이런
People ask why many people in PM space have such attachment to the CEO. Do people even ask that? I guess some probably do. But I feel like it's very much that if you're just not aware, it feels like one of those things where it's like the instant you see, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. The only reason people ask is because they just don't know yet.
이런 방식, 스트리밍 개발 방식을 했을 때
Because otherwise it's so obvious.
그 팬분들과 플레이어분들, 유저분들이 전부 다
It's kind of streaming development. We'll let the fans and users give feedback, which we can't fully implement, but I don't want that to be a fight.
그거를 완전히 이제
like right at the right
여론이
spot.
그렇다고 해서 완전히 수용할 수도 없을 것 같은데, 근데 또 그게 저는 막 기싸움처럼 안 보이면 좋겠어요. 그러니까 이게 기본적으로 저는 마인드를 그래도 확실히 알려드리고 싶은 거가
Yeah, organization management. Truly shareholder.
소통이
That's such a
좀
shareholder
적거나
meeting
했을
slide
때
title.
그 일단 경쟁력이 생긴 거고
These listing things again.
이거를 구매해 주시는 분들이 있으니까 돈이 들어오고
Company I want to make money. I want my employees to
제가
not worry
만들고
about their
싶은
well-being.
거하고
Also, whether they're making product to make that money.
소비자분들이 기대해 주시는 거
Story I want to tell us a story that people want to buy. And that's no longer the case unless I have some prophetic vision for people when the long run to satisfy the players.
라는 그런
Project Moon is an indie dev company. I want to make a game that sells well to its target audience while also balancing making things I
제가
want to
하고
make.
싶은 걸 하면서 소비자분들이 원하는 걸 맞춰야 된다고 생각을 해서 이것도 좀
Oh yeah, because then we get to the part where he soon we get to the part where he advertises you applying to the company again.
지금도 일하고 계신 분들도 알아주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
Which is not here yet.
재밌는
Wait, can I get to the part?
근무에 따라서
I think it's here.
연차 쓰는 것도 최대한 허용을
To appeal some things, there are some things we're currently pushing. First off, overtime, we pay that. Also incentives and paid leave. As long as it fits the schedule, we usually allow it.
혹시나 의문을
Maybe it's here actually.
1년 안게 1년에 한 번
Okay, no, there's about
하는
Hanama
거거든요. 이제 급습으로 오는 거예요. 이게
Right now, just looking at
1년에 3-4번
3 or 4
그러니까
sanitary checks
좀
from the government. Usually they only come like once a year. So
민원을
someone may be
넣고
reporting that there are issues, but
여기에서
we have never been
공사에
found to be
봐라. 여기서
unsanitary.
좀 식중독
Who is trying to shut
근데
down?
이제 그
함함빵빵.
공무원분 오시고 체크해도 전혀 위생적으로 걸린 거 하나도 없고
How dare they?
늘 이게 진짜 그런 적 없고 오히려 잘 칭찬받고 이렇게 관리 잘하고 있다고.
It's been 2 years.
해외
I'm not sure if it's
평창의
here. It's been 2 years almost now, but in January
그리고
2024, we got labor inspected. Usually there are only 1 to 2
이제
inspectors, but there were
2년이 되나요?
7 for
2년이
us.
가나 이제 2년 넘어가나?
They didn't find anything. It may seem
언젠가는
like a
또
black
이게 어떻게
company,
될지
but we are keeping all the
모르겠지만은
necessary laws. For outside of tax, if you
이제
come to work at Project Moon. Outside of tax is a
1월쯤?
wild way to put it, but I mean.
이때 그 아실 분 아시겠지만 이때 근로감독 받았어요.
This is one to mention.
예.
It's something that I'm proud of. For 7 people to come inspect our labor practice, and they only found one thing
보통 회사에
to do regular
근로감독이라고
sexual
한다면은
misconduct training.
1명에서 2명의 감독관이 오거든요.
Because they had to find something.
3명하고
It's probably, I feel like literally any labor inspection anywhere will be like sexual misconduct training.
각각 다른 부서에서
Because it's just like you can just always say that, you know.
딱 왔는데 이때 걸린 거 없었습니다. 그래서 막 블랙 회사 이게 일을 열심히 그러니까 일의 강도 높고 이런 거에서는 혹시 뭐 블랙
I do love the transparency, man.
실제로 많이 할 때 많이 하니까.
It's so refreshing.
뭐
It's crazy.
어떻게 하는 거나 그런 거로는 다 또 지키고 있으면서도 동시에 이렇게 약간 좀 외부적으로도 공격되고
This truly is like these streams are partially like he says shareholder meeting. What happened to my voice there? Jesus Christ. He says shareholder meeting, but it's also like venting time.
이거 자체는
for
또
KGH.
저도 이것도 계속 또 뿌듯해하는 일 중 하나입니다. 이때 진짜
We start talking about content at some point. Corporate management we want.
아무튼 이제 프로젝트 문까지 구장을 재밌게 만들자. 이후에 행사들도
Okay, no. I think now they're talking about content.
많이
Biggest goal right now is to make Kanto 9 well before December
오.
ends.
뭔가 할 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
Or right,
이번에
make it
에이전트를
before
나가지
December
않는
ends and then start releasing it. Okay.
그리고 이제 겨울 코미케를
That was making shorter mini event. So I guess they're
이번에
aiming to
나가지
actually have it
않는
complete before December ends,
여기
but then also
나갔는데
when we
이제
start
구장
releasing
앞두고
it
있는데
at December end.
이게 나가서 반응이 좋고 했어도 구장이
The reason we
잘
didn't do
안
AGF
되면은
for Winter Comic is because
결국에는 본업에 충실하지
if we
못한
went and
거고
Kanto 9 doesn't do well, then means
해내지
we're
못한
doing our main
거니까.
job. All the employees are working hard
게임이
for this.
재밌어야지 그 다음에 행사들이 다 뭐 있고 하는 건데
He's very scared to get praised and
참
praised and to make a
그게
mistake and have it all go down the drain.
프레셔가
He's so
심하겠더라고요.
scared
그래서
constantly. Man ahead of time.
요거를 무거운 마음으로 저도 그렇지만은
So I guess their actual aim is to indeed have Kanto, all the Kanto stuff actually finished by the end of December and then just start releasing it.
노력을 하고 있습니다. 무섭습니다. 이게 참 늘 이게 칭찬을
As well, I mean, we fixed it later.
한번 이게
You know,
꼬아지는 게
the misinformation
매트를
was
매번 해야지 하면서도 무섭네요.
quickly fixed.
아무튼,
Hydration. Next to move on to Walpurga. It was heavy topics till
그거
now, but let's move on.
하고
The funniest thing and release the whole Kanto at 31st. Now that would be something. Oh yeah. I saw some comments about
발프로기스의
Walpy.
밤의 이야기로 넘어가면은
Move on to Walpy.
뭐
How often we'll do it and the
무거운
characters? Yeah, he had some
이야기였고,
ideas on
이제
like how to
회사의
actually do
경영적인
Walpies in the future.
이야기였다면은 이번에는 좀 게임의 운영적인 측면에서
Fish and Greg.
이야기를 좀 해보면은요. 이제 발프로기스의 밤의 첫
Something we're
번째가
thinking of is to do it every 2 months, but the story content will be done every quarter, and the rest will just be the gacha.
두 번째가
Which I mean, why
건데
not? Sure.
이번 발프로기스의 밤이 이스마일하고 그레고리였잖아요. 네, 손님 일반 초대장으로서
This part was the most controversial. I'm not surprised.
지금
because
완전 이것도
I
좀
mean,
특정 아니지만은 염두에 두고 있는 거가
It's Limbus
발프로기스의
Babs being like,
밤을
oh no,
두달
more like limited
로
stuff.
해가지고 그러니까 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
And it may be something about schedule. It is crazy how weirdly worried
네, 스토리가 있는
some people are about like the
발프로기스의
scheduling.
밤적인 거는 원래
And because I was also gonna say Xenesis, more frequent
그
Walpurgis means
앞뒤로는
you can just
이제
more,
지금처럼
you can
가볍게
sooner
그냥
just
가차로만
shard stuff. You don't have to care
손님이나
as much about
그런 게
getting it
나오게끔
right then and
하고
there
있어요.
because
그
it's
이유가
way less
뭐냐면은
time until it will be
첫
the
번째로가
next Walpurgis
지금
and you can shard them.
인텐트대로 발표기스 밤을 하면은 그 뭐냐
And because just making the IDs and stuff is not a huge amount. Like that's, you know, won't fuck up a schedule. And then otherwise, you know, Walpurgi story and like event stuff still being essentially at the same schedule that it has been.
애들을
It's just the same as it has been.
좀 못 내게 되는 게 있겠더라고요. 예를 들면은
Like the extra ID, because essentially all they're doing here is it's just they add
같은 에고가 특징적이긴
a
해도
banner only
발표기스에
Walpurgis
가면서 어떤 캐릭터
into
받았다
the
하면은
schedule, which is like
엄청 멋있는
not
디자인은
a
아니니까 아쉬워하는
compared to
것도
the work of the actual
그리고
stories
또
and stuff like
이
that.
캐릭터에 관한 거기도 한데 예전에 말했지만 가로등 사무소
Not a very
캐릭터 같은
large
애들이
chunk
지금
of work.
나오기에는 이제 라우루 손님 시점으로 보면 너무
I guess maybe you could see,
약하니까
and also
지금
like,
나오기 적합하지
you know,
않은데
that banner is might just
얘네들을
kind
그래도 한 번
of
더
replacing
꼬아서
some other banner
얘네들이
that would be happening instead. So in a way, that way it's
좀
no more work.
강했던 세계관
Like it's
선에서의
not more work,
좀 강화된
but they get to cover more
좀 가로등
of the
사무소
lobotomy
A2
corp
쪽의
and
느낌이나
ruiner
좀
stuff and pulling in
활동적으로 한번
instead
더
of being like super
시켜가지고
slow like it right now is.
등장한다는 느낌으로
They can actually get a
여러
little bit more of the
손님들이나 여러
lob corp and
장비들을
ruiner stuff into the
내고
game.
싶어요. 그런데 그런 걸 하려고 지금의
Bit of a shame to make it
길이
less unique. I don't know if you want to see it like that. Then, yeah.
4개월마다
So you could just shard everything fast as far as you deal with stuff. Oh,
이렇게
yeah.
하는 거로 하면은
Also, the same amount of work, but more
가끔
profit, pretty
오는
much. Yeah.
발표기스
That's
밤이고
like, yeah, it is, as KGH would say, another scheme to make more money.
이게 뭐야 하면서 막 이럴 수 있어요. 근데 그런 것들을 좀 피하고 하고 싶어서 그리고 이제 2달마다 발표기스 밤 때 매출이 잘 나오니까 돈도 더 많이.
Okay, because later he said, we want to release lots of guests and equipment, but the current schedule every quarter only comes occasionally, raises people's expectations. I think that this is also really actually a good point. It actually might be healthier for Walpies to not be so rare.
완전 확정은 아닌데.
Because yeah, your expectations then are a little bit less. They're a little bit more common, which makes it so that like you don't expect to get like the new big busted thing with every Walpy.
고민 중인데 이렇게 할 것 같아요.
Like I'm for Ruiner Friends, yes, we did a week ago. Well, I do like how chat is just a bunch of coins, a scheme to make more money.
그리고 림버스 컴퍼니에 개선하고 싶은 점 이제 이거는 첫 번째가
I feel like that's a completely reasonable change. I think there can be some really good benefits from having more frequent Walpies.
이전의 UI는 좀 제가
Like yes, there's some element of FOMO, but then there's another element,
고집을 부려가지고
a Walpy specific element that actually in some ways offsets the FOMO of having limited banners more often just because of the Walpy functionality of when the next one comes around, you can then shard the previous one. So it's reasonable to, you can just skip one and be like, oh, well, 2 months later, I'll get to shard them anyway. That is epic moan during the testing stream. I don't think so. He tried to start where he actually started talking about stuff.
무게감 있게 나왔는데 요즘에 더 여러 게임들을 하고 하면서
improvements to limbus. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you already talked about this. Make the UI more clean and nice. I want it to be more hipster like before, but I've changed my mind now. No, you can keep it a little hipster. You have like a thematic thing going on.
이제 컨텐츠는 컨텐츠인데
Gacha gamers' mental gymnastics justify money schemes, not a big deal. No, but that's the thing. KGH just goes like, this is a scheme to get more money. We don't have to do gymnastics. It's just like, yeah, it's a scheme to get more money. But also, like, you have to, you know, consider it from every angle and not just go full doomium, where it's all bad all the time. Find the silver lining, just like a, you know, good thing for life in general.
근데 이제 그런 거를 크게 신경 안 쓰고 좀 이것저것 많이 해볼 수 있는 컨텐츠를 넣고 싶은데.
And also like the non-monetary considerations of having more Walpies. Like it might just be healthier in the long run in general.
이 거굴철의 수명이 너무 짧아요. 그 컨텐츠의 수명이 너무 짧고.
Okay, next content, something other than mirror dungeons. Hard to make MDs more hard because they used to farm for shards. Yes. Also, you use it for your fucking weeklies, so it's something you have to do every week. They're aware. I've ranted about this where it's like MD's in this weird thing where it can't be like the true endgame replayability because you have to do it consistently for rewards. There's an external motivation to do MD. It's not just because it's fun.
거울철의 스테이지 하나를 이렇게 좀 2에서 4주로 만들어서 좀 더
RR was supposed to be this, but it's too short-lived.
두 번째로는 거울 던전
Once there's something like really strong boss every once every 2 to 3 weeks, but that you fight with 2 parties or something, like repetitive MD, or something repetitive like MD that has more roguelike content. MD is a roguelike too, but it's more a roguelike like.
지금의 거울 던전은
roguelike
로그라이크적인 형태를 취하고는 있지만은 로그라이크 느낌에다가 사실상 좀 디아블로의 영수증이 뜯은
Yeah, and indeed, right now MD is also the only real end game that there is. Because he mentioned that Railway is like way too rare, and it also like ends kind of quickly, unless you specifically try and get like super low current count.
지금 가지고 있는 이제 인격들, 그러니까 거울 던전은 인격들이 원하는 데 편성한 다음에 기프트를 선택해가면서
Maybe you can choose a team from the start, but maybe you get random IDs and do something like an auto battle and make your team comp. I think it's good that they're thinking of it, indeed. And they're aware that MD just doesn't really actually function that great as like a continuous endgame content thing. That just most people just don't interact with it as like an endgame content.
이 조합과 편성의 구성에 따라서 알아서 잘 싸우고 막 아무튼 좀 이런 쪽으로 하고 싶은데 이런 거는 한 번 더.
He drinks some water at some point, and then third is what was it again? I have a hard time remembering things these days. So real.
한 번 더 이야기를 하고 자료 준비해가지고.
Be much better if RR was closer to AK's contracts. Also, yeah, that thing. Yeah, if RR just had like
그런 게 이제 두 번째로 개선하고 싶은
more depth to it, like RR doesn't have like a massive amount of depth to it in that way. It's pretty quickly to like RR for most people is also something you just kind of do it once.
물 좀 마셨습니다.
It has a very clear end goal in that way. You just do it once and then you're done with it. For most people, like the replayability is kind of low. You don't have like different challenges to do or ways to modify it or make it harder and so on. So yeah, you get one unique challenge stage that doesn't really change that much from run to run. And there's not much like modifications really to make to it. Microplastics in the water, so true. Or it's the Coke Zero, except that was debunked.
요즘에 이 건망증이 세 번째 뭐였지?
I'll come back when I remember it. Next up, if we do well and get more money and I get more confident, I want to do an animation team around 5 to 10 people. Make PVs and in-game animation cutscenes. Could be 3D animation, 2D animation. Other games with animation cutscenes mid-game or during skills. He wants to build his own gravity well. Like Hypergriff has its animation and PV teams.
이건 기억이 나면 다시 돌아오겠습니다. 근데 이제 만약에 모시카시
Oh yeah, this was the thing that was mentioned. We'll get to it soon here.
팀 애니메이션 팀을
Here
5에서 10명 정도로 꾸려서
animation team for PVs and stuff.
전담 애니메이션 팀을
Indeed.
만들어서
Actually, it's kind of funny that indeed they actually don't have like an actual team for it. It's just I guess people who are good at doing it. There's not like a specific team yet.
다른 게임들도 말이 저는데 다른 게임들도 하다 보면은 스토리 중간에 이제 애니메이션 컷신이 좀 길게 나오거나 아니면은 스킬 컷신이 나오거나.
How about that? Damn.
에고 다섯 번째
Oh yeah, here. Ego thread spin 5. Uh-oh. My threads.
그 인격들이
My threads.
단독으로 하나만 나오거나 에고가 하나만 나올 때 있잖아요. 인격 두 개 하나 나오고 이럴 때가 있는데
But update an ego with 5th thread spinning during these times. Right now we get banners of just one ID or one ego.
같이 업데이트를 해가지고
Could be improved reflection with the skill along with them making them stronger. Time for 4th match like Yi-Sung and when egos to be long-lived so thread spinning could be a band-aid. You heard me right, team lead. Some of you may have known.
모션 강화나 추가.
We have like thousands of threads. Not anymore. Sometimes thread disappears. I used to because I did like I used to do all 3 thread bonuses a day. I only do one now.
만드는 게 더 낫고 이펙트적인
yeah, give us a thread
보강으로
farming, I
해가지고
guess, as well. We have not had a
성능과
new
이펙트를
thread daily
해서
tier for
계속
fucking
대표적으로
since I started
제가
playing or
마음에
some shit.
걸리는 신경 쓰이는 애가 이상의 네 번째 성냥불.
Threads
이 네
actually
번째
all gone.
성냥불 이 이상이 이 테스급으로 맞나?
I mean,
갖고
yeah, it is good
있는데도
point. He does indeed, because he said multiple
성능이
times he wants
애매하고 안
egos to be
좋은데
long-lived, and yeah, I mean,
만약
adding
이상이
them,
또 이
giving them an
같은
extra
정도의 화살을
level
받아버리면은
could be the way
언제
to,
이걸
or you know,
받겠어요. 이게 엄청 나중에 일일
help in
텐데.
that.
그래가지고 이럴 때 에고는 예전에도 말했다시피 오래 쓰는 느낌의
fourth match line wrote it most forgettably
걸
good in the
만들고
game.
싶어서
Didn't even remember he had it.
AS로 좀 성능도 그렇고
Why are you all so poor?
이펙트도 그렇고 이런 것들을
Why are you so rich, huh?
조절하면 좋겠다 싶은 애들을 우선적으로 삼아서 업데이트를 해가려고 합니다. 이것도
No, where is he? Wait.
팀장분들 들으셨죠?
Anyways, I want to make an animation team.
몇몇 분들은 알고 있을 수 있는데 아무튼
That's the dream I want to accomplish in 2026. Is the animation team that is.
요 3D, 2D 애니메이션 팀을 만들어.
Priorities come to 9, of course.
근데
That's
아까
important.
말한 것처럼 5명에서 10명의
Also, that's
팀을
supposed to be
유지하는
done this
거가 이게 쉽지가 않은 걸
Well,
수도
see,
있고
I
하다
just saw like a
계속
tweet about
고민은
this, which I was
드는데
like,
언젠가 이랑
if we
분위기면
skip a little bit, once you start talking about Kanto 9 here.
근데
It's important, but it can't. The priorities Kanto 9, of course, that's important. It's important, but it can't be delayed, so it needs to be released by the deadline. But what if we rush and the quality is on par? That's very scary.
일정을 맞추려고 하다가
What deadline is it? Whose deadline is it? I'm wondering why they have this deadline or how where it comes from.
업그레이드 코아이
Probably some good reason for it.
이게 어쩌겠어요. 숙명이겠죠.
That they have like some kind of seemingly like
안고 살아가는 게
strict deadline. But it might be a strict deadline just out of like, I want to get people to home for New Year's or some shit. Right? Because I feel like that might be, because I was guessing that they'd want to have Kanto done in December or whatever so that people could go like spend New Year's and whatnot being like, oh chill, like work is done, we have like vacation for a bit.
제작자로서의 수명이 끝난 게 아닐까 싶기도 하네요. 말하다 보니까.
31 is a crazy. It is like
아무튼
we technically released it on December 2025.
해가지고 두서 없었지만은 9주년에서 이야기를 하고 싶었던 것들이었습니다.
So compare KJ's idea on egos to modules. Oh yeah, that is one way to look at it as well. Yeah, if like only certain egos get like tier T5, then that's a fix shit immediately. Might be. Might be. Only stream occasionally. Wish I could announce things more often, but that all comes after Kanto 9. Stream more if things go well, then gradually drop off when the next Kanto is being developed.
자주 할 수 있으면 좋을 텐데.
If the Kanto is bad, I'll do an apology stream.
부장 이후에.
He seems really.
부장 이후에.
Maybe just because I have heard. I feel like I've seen a lot of discourse or whatever of like, oh my god, is the Kanto gonna be good? Like we didn't even have an intervallo. Are they gonna do it well? Blah 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 blah. I feel like maybe it's gone to him slightly. Where like now he seems so worried about like, damn, is the Kanto gonna be good? 8 PM's winter occasion. I feel like it's maybe just a bit of stress with the deadline and whatnot. And because I have heard I feel like for this Kanto I've seen people indeed just for some reason people have been like a bit doomy about this Kanto. Seemingly just because like, oh, we don't have an intervallo leading up to it and stuff like that. People have been like, oh my god, no.
재밌게 즐기면 좋겠는 상품을 만드는 거라는 것을 지금 계신
It is true that he's always is just kind of, very pessimistic.
오고 싶어 하시는 분들도 알아주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 예술을 하는
That's why he earlier he was like, I need people around me who are not so cynical, because he is.
아무튼 뭐 그렇습니다. 네. 뭐 좀 더 제가 이야기를 해야 될 게 있을까요? 팀원 여러분.
There's a message I want to include in the story, but in the end, we are making a product for people to enjoy. I don't think it's on the level of art. Sometimes, I think it is. Not all games are art. Some are. Okay, there's a translation note. Acknowledging balancing both the message and the game being a product in a humbling way. Not saying they're throwing away story to appeal to the masses. So yeah. Who are these people that actually engage with the broad community? Is it Twitter?
3주년
Yeah, and I
때
think probably also some
3주년
fucking Reddit somewhere,
때
probably some Discord somewhere as
네,
well.
3주년 때 광기를 드리는 거로 하고 오늘을 드리긴 뭔가 양이 애매할 것 같아요. 3주년 때 드리고 유저 여러분 사랑해요. 플레이어
Anything
여러분
else?
사랑해요.
Anything more I need to talk about?
팬분들 사랑해요.
During the third anniversary, we'll give out some lunacy.
그리고
I think it'd be an awkward amount if we gave it today.
합시다. 1300
Love you users, I love you players.
뿌릴게요.
Screw it.
합시다.
1300 lunacy. 1300 lunacy. Go. Take it. Send it.
율라 씨. 요 요나 씨고 하십시오.
Take it. Take my lunacy. I already claimed the lunacy. I saw it earlier. I claimed it. It's on. I have had the lunacy.
타라진의 라이브는
The pass on live. While I was preparing the 3D model, I asked our music and
제가
SFX director to make the
3D
Shinajang
모델링도
original song.
준비하면서
We booked the recording
저희
studio and everything, but we dropped it for
BGM
now.
만들어주시는 이제 음악
Shna pass on.
그 사운드 이펙트를 전반적으로 담당해 주시는 이제 음악
We dropped it for now because we're prepared for Kanto 9. What if I sing a cute song with this cute avatar? Then Kanto 9 sucks. That'd be embarrassing.
도중에 드랍을 했어요. 그 녹음실까지 잡았다가 제가 그거를 좀 멈췄는데.
I mean, yeah, but also it'd be really
왜냐하면은
funny.
말했다시피
If
이
Kanto 9 gets
구조를
delayed, then I'll show you all
제가
something for
여기에서
real with this avatar.
그래도 막 여러 이 귀여운 아바타 가지고 노래를 불렀는데
Told to
부장이
lower it to 1300.
재미가 없으면은
Karaoke. I
얼마나
can't believe
창피한
it. If
일입니까.
Kanto 9 flops, we're getting karaoke
대신에
director stream.
대신에 이제 진짜 만약에 구장이 밀리면은 12월 31일에 안 될 것 같다 하면은 그때는 정말로 이제 더 제가 뭐라도 보여드려야 될 명분이 있는 거니까
Now I almost want Kanto
그때는
9 to be
진짜
delayed.
뭔가 보여드리겠습니다.
I've seen
아바타와
Xenesis.
함께
What the fuck are they
농활해가지고
thinking? I mean, it's fucking COD.
아무튼
Like, what did you expect? But like, damn.
크게 뭔일 없이
We should make it flop. Which we don't need to make it flop. Just indeed, have it delayed a tiny bit. Then we get director karaoke stream. And we can still have a peak Kanto.
맞아요. 그리고
I think he's indeed. He's just worried and stressed out and pessimistic as he usually is. I think Kanto
전제사항이
is
하나 있습니다.
probably going to be quite good.
전제사항이 하나 있는 거가 뭐냐면은 햄팡에서 메뉴들이
Let's talk about something
나오잖아요. 햄팡 메뉴들이 있는데
about the menus. They
이
do blind
메뉴들은
pay
다
test.
점장님과 부점장님이 직접 메뉴를 기획을 하고 저하고 이제
sloppily,
회의를
somewhat
해요.
quality
그래서
slop.
제가 컨펌을 하고 컨셉하고 이런 것들
I get, yeah.
그다음에 이제
Well, it's more like
시식
at least it was
회의를
slop and
전
not just
회사
AI slop. Now it's like
회사
slop
오픈 전에 가지기도 하고
to the
이
power of
시식
2.
회의 하기 전에도
Slop
이제 제가
squared.
한두 번 불려가서 흑백 요리사처럼 먹고 피드백 드리거나 이렇거든요.
Talking about be respectful to ham ham pam pam.
햄팡에 있는
The
분들이
menu takes a
직접
lot of work. The food takes a lot of work.
아이디어 내고 나는 이제 그래도 정성 진짜 놓친 게
Anything I missed? I talk so much I'm getting dizzy. Started at 1 p.m. and streamed for around 7 hours. You sure did. Ah, yeah, and here it is. Yeah. For the UI, you may not like the new UI, so as we update the UI, we'll let you keep the old UI as we get used to the new one and replace it entirely. At some point, it will be replaced entirely. Just not right away, I guess.
말을 많이 하니까 머리가 어지럽네요.
Originally, after something like this, I wanted to show you guys something fun like the pot game, getting over it.
느끼시는 분도 있을 수 있어가지고 일단 이거를 적용하고 개선해가는 과정에서 이전 UI로도 바꿔서 쓸 수는 있게끔 해놓고 점차 개선해서 이게 좀
Yeah, I'm just looking at the we'll see what the UI actually ends up looking like. But
가려고 합니다. 어쨌든
you know,
마음에 안 드시는
it just based on this, I'm like,
방안을
I don't really know about that
생각하고
one.
있습니다.
Narix is getting over it 27 hours stream. Imagine. What if he's a fucking pro at getting over it? Okay, talk about how utterly beautiful Ryoshu Ego is. We did. The instant it popped out, I was like, holy fuck, it looks so good, man.
네, 막 원래 진짜 막
he loads into getting over it and he has the golden pot for beating it 50 times.
항아리 게임 같은 거나 뭐 그런 거 하면서 재밌는 거 보여주고 싶었는데 근데 이게
Pot game.
이게
I don't know why he drew it as a
도로
fucking
잡으러
pickaxe.
가지고
It's not a pickaxe, it's a
휘나장은
hammer.
독이지만
but-
강하지.
Is that a thing? Yes, if you beat the game 50 times, the pot turns golden. You get a golden pot. That is real.
아, 네, 그 제목으로 해주시면 됩니다. 공지 제목. 네. 아, 네.
Fake pot
뽑았습니다.
fan, right?
그 신캐.
Snajang Minecraft Streams company goes under. So real. But that can only happen in like 33 years because they have too much money.
여기서 뭐 끝내기가 또 아쉽기도 하네요. 이게 3D 모델링도 기껏 기억.
That is a whoa. That woman is powerful enough to impregnate men with a mere look. Okay. My goodness.
방송하면서
Jesus
또
Christ.
플레이어 분들하고 소통할 수 있고 또 이렇게 저의 이런 관심을 받을 수 있게끔
Also, yes, I pulled the new IDs. Of course you
막
did.
이렇게
It's a bit of a shame to end it here. I got a new 3D model too.
좋은데.
Yeah, because you only used the 3D model for the last 2
얼마나-
hours instead of being able to communicate with players with these streams, but it's such a dangerous delight.
달콤함일까요?
Seems like it's going well, but I'm still worried. I still want to do stuff. I'll have to end it
어쨌든
here. And then he checks how many people are
뭔가 잘
watching.
되고 있긴 한데 마냥 잘 되고 있는 거
And then he starts looking at how many people are
나라는
watching.
걱정은 있지만은 또 뭔가 하고 싶으면서도 그렇습니다.
Pot friend.
아, 뭐 여기까지
Am I
해야겠네요.
wrong?
그렇죠? 지금 몇 분 계세요? 그 유튜브하고
요.
치즈직 각각 많이 이제
YouTube
오늘
at
또 다른
16,000.
게임들
And just get-
방송도 있어가지고
I don't know how you
못
pronounce
받았을 것
the
같은데.
Korean streaming service. 5,300. Like 20k people. I don't have anything though. I need to resist. I don't want to half-ass it, even though like half-assing things.
9주년
There's something big coming.
보상은
He
9시 30분
really
정도
wants to talk.
스킵이
He
나갑니다.
really wants to talk about something, but he can't. He can't spoil it.
유튜브 16,000명 보고 계세요? 엄청 많이 보고 계시네. 지금 5,372명?
He really wants to.
유튜브가 지금
Yeah, 16k. Yeah, 21k.
어...
Yeah, and yeah. Also, all the sub streams of other people watching it. Yeah, that's a bunch
애매하게 하는
more.
거는 물론 좋아하는데요. 오케이. 아무튼
They say to leave where they are
아쉬울 때
clapping. Idiom. Don't overstay your
아쉬울 때
welcome.
떠나는 걸로 하겠습니다. 네, 여러분 봐주셔서 너무
Then he says, "Thank you, Shisha."
드리고
Shuba means Shnajangbai. Shuba.
아리가또.
Duck woman.
고자이마스.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
땡큐.
Thank you.
쉐쉐.
Shisha.
좋습니다. 슈바.
Shuba.
바이란트,
Shubaru. I don't know why. I was not aware of the Shuba goodbye. Oh, he disappeared. Kind of 34k or something watchers at peak with all the reactors. That was probably just on the YouTube reactors. It was probably indeed on other sites as well. Okay, stream over. What the funny guy? Oh yeah, let's watch the trailers again just real quick, because they were kind of low on the sound, and also they were a bit difficult to see. Let's be real. Oh, see, yeah, indeed. The AI auto translation failed was there for the entire stream. It's pretty funny. This is just the RR trailer, but there's not anything super significant. I get to play it whenever. Oh yeah, no, it's next week, isn't it? Okay, well it comes next week, but it's permanent because I won't have time to play it next week. We have funny electric lamb, and then we have funny frog, and then that guy, and also this guy. I'm assuming it's very close to the original. So. Like, because it's seems to be significant different. I like how I've only ever seen like this main, sort of fight for this one. I've only ever seen it in MD, and I just body it every time because it's it's MD. We'll see if they update. It would be funny if they updated the mini bosses, yeah. So they are updating some of the stuff, but I get like they're mainly updating just the scaling and some of like the clarity, like the skill descriptions and stuff to be like how they do it now. But we'll see if they update. It would be funny if they updated the mini bosses. These screenshots on AI. Oh no, I didn't actually see if the AI auto translation did indeed do something very silly and was incredibly wrong. Okay, now the actual thing. Look how fluffy she is. Yeah, I feel like they might. I feel like they might not be. You know, I mean, it's maybe someone understand, but it's not that hard anymore. Just because, you know, mechanic creep essentially. It did some silly stuff. Oh boy.
limbus.
Oh, he is adept, because I thought maybe it was actually my Discord server or somewhere where they were talking about what will Cockcliff be? Cockcliff is adept, not just a goon, actual adept. We were fighting with sticks and stones. Yeah, exactly. It's not power creep necessarily. It's mechanics creep in a way. Okay, so we get adept cock. I didn't mention it while the trailer was going on for the first time. I was wondering, like, wait, is it? He kind of looked, I don't know, he looked extra cool somehow. I was like, maybe?
company.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, and yeah, this is indeed, yeah, this is casual. I didn't notice first. So someone did say in chat, this is indeed casual Zilu forced. Look at her. Look at this mound of fluff. Look how comfy she is. She's cold. Clearly, it has to be like, it's probably like I mean, maybe it's syncing. I guess there was there some effect that seemingly showed syncing? Because otherwise it maybe could look a bit tremor. But that might just be the colors, honestly. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. Big bonkers. Okay, well, also there is like... This dude has like this whole effect. I guess it's some kind of fucking concussion effect or something. Oh yeah, they usually have a little bit of rupture. Yeah, they usually have a little bit of rupture, right? Yeah. So yeah, usually the Haitians always have a bit of rupture. I kind of forgot for a moment. There's always rupture something. She's not the same as Horse Song. She's a different branch. By the way. Shelpad, you have also been misinformed. Funny eye has ram eye, goat eye. She's Wei. See, that's the confusion. There's Wu. It's Wu branch, which is where Wei is, but then this branch is the Wei branch. Wei is from Wu branch. She is from Wei branch. Which is very easily confused. Actually, just coincidence. It is funny, like, it's funny. Okay, well, but according to Xenis, she does indeed have syncing effect. And then, because it's a Hei show, so it probably has rupture. It'd be strange if she doesn't have rupture as well.
치고 있다는 거에 감사해라. 개명은 어제 제갈에 좀 중에 울어라 하는
He do be being cool.
평생 우리 모가지를 비틀어 봐라. 그런다고 해가 안 뜰 것.
There's just something about him. He just has more aura. So he's clearly an adept. I don't know what it is. And yeah, there wasn't really a tremor effect. Like, if she had tremor, we probably would have, like, you know, seen a tremor burst or something. Yeah, does he make chicken sounds? But there's a laugh. I didn't hear a laugh. It didn't sound as chickeny as Sinclair, but... It's so blurry. Why is he so blurry? Oh, it's like looking through like an eye or something. The outline. It's just like a gore hole or like an eye. Volume. Yeah, because obviously the voice lines were on top. The combat lines were really quiet, yeah, because the voice lines were way louder on top. Which, I mean, how it usually is, because obviously, you know, you'd kind of otherwise have like double lines going on top. Does Sinclair have wings? I'm not sure he does. Because, yeah, he clearly did. Wasn't Sinclair also shown from the perspective of a cut off head or something? Me, I would not fucking remember, man. It could be an adept thing. He's an adept, so he should have some extra, you know, cool design elements. He does on skill 3? Okay, just smaller, right? I mean, yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Fair. Yeah, Heathcliff, I feel like Heathcliff had the wings almost most of the time, at least a little bit. And bigger, like way more obvious wings. My clock has bigger wings. Adept extra cock. Yeah, I mean, that is how it works. Bigger, one might even say, you know? He's a larger cock. Is this Heath's first burn ID? That's funny. And I mean, well, Gregor also got his like first proper tremor ID. And even then it's like not full tremor. Who else? Is there someone who's still missing like an ID status type? You had Roseberry, but apparently that was like trash or some shit, so. Did something with tremor. Yeah, interacted with tremor, a real high bar. Oh no, yeah, does Ryoshi not have sinking? Does Dawn not have a... Well, yeah, I guess Dawn has magical girl, but that's like, you know, half and half sinking rupture and not like full sinking. Okay, and Ryoshi lacks sinking, that's the last one. I wonder if one of the Ryoshi gets depressed during Kanto and we get sinking ID. No way. Why does Sinclair ever bleed? True. I mean, he has probably at least something. And no, Sinclair has a fucking, what's it, blade lineage. An End Corp. Blade lineage is bleed, right? Yeah, BL, yeah. An End Corp kind of, sort of. Not really, but... End Corp almost has more burn than bleed. Just build T Corp done yesterday. Well, that's for a different team. That's for Tremor. Hiroshika's gonna be burn season? Probably would be. Like, you know, burn could use some updating again. Or like, you know. And obviously, well, again, you know, Ryoshu's base ego is burn. Obviously, maybe some bleed might be in there as well. But obviously, you know, Kanto 7 was bleed season. So who knows? Oh. What other crap would season 7 even be? I mean, yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. Something like sinking just doesn't feel like the correct for a Ryoshu Kanto season. Sinking just feels very wrong. Feels like it would be burn or bleed or both. Otherwise, it just feels strange. During the MD portion, they did a YouTube vote. What was the worst status between burn and sinking? He's trying to find out what needs to be buffed or what needs new stuff. Also, the answer is easy. Sinking. Wait, burn one? Really? Burn is all Gucci, though. Burn is so fast to, you know, farm with, at least. Maybe it struggles later on, but I mean, sinking does as well, I feel. As I said, Ryoshi usually gets new stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets an olive. Would be funny. And surely they have to introduce them at some point. One of the vote was just water. Oh, like hydration or just water? Yeah, sinking has despair. Yes, sinking has nitrodia, but that's like what? The one ID carries it. I mean, they're both just not in like the best situation right now for MD, I guess. But for overall, I feel like sinking, for example, has just more outdated IDs at this point. So it was translated in the water as flame and water. Okay. Was indeed the Ryoshu was Ryoshu indeed the one who when it was a new ego tier? It was always Ryoshu. Like a blind obsession ish was first. Wow, okay, so not always. Not always. Imagine this cinema, she gets distortion ID. Sinking destroys some well, it destroys yeah, I mean most bosses. It's more so just that sinking not the best at clashing if like just destroying SP doesn't let you win clashes. And Wild Hunt is still very good. No, but you have like sinking has like Wild Hunt, Nitrodia. I mean, obviously, then you have some funny stuff like obviously, you know, okay. I mean, fair. I mean, especially in MD, you then have funny flower Yi Sang and so on, which you know you can just fucking instantly nuke everything. So, yeah, fair. Has a couple of very strong IDs and some which are just specifically in MD can be so very silly because you can just instant nuke with Yi Sang. Solemn Song is also very good. So yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. And yeah, Burn does rely more on like, for example, yeah, like Walpy stuff, like Dark Flame shenanigans. And like, and then Burn is also like, okay, it's Glimpse of Flames. Stream will end like any minute. Now still hasn't ended, then I am hungry. I should actually end because I should also like. I mean, well, we've gone through the stuff that there is to go through. Tomorrow, I don't know when I'm starting. I'll start at some point. But so tomorrow's plans is weird stream where probably I want to try and end somewhat earlier as we have some plans with friends. So I want to try and maybe start slightly earlier. In theory, tomorrow I was thinking that I would take a quick, surely just a 20-minute adventure into Silksong to get at least one ending of Silksong before I am kidnapped by Endfield. So we might try, because I'm ready to essentially go to like the basic ending, like the Act 2 ending in Silksong. So we might try and go do that like at the start of the stream and hopefully not get skill issued. And then once we get that, we transition into just like more yapping stuff and whatnot. Transition. Oh, crime stream. Wait, that's the new Kappa? What the fuck? That Kappa is shit. What the fuck? Okay, well, I probably have to go. I have to go into 7 TV to fucking get actual normal Kappa back. Muller Ishmael sinking. Yeah, well, yeah. Now there's Hanafuda Ishmael for sinking. Yeah. I mean, I guess we have like, yeah, we have like specific types of Kappa. We have Kappa claws and so on, but what the fuck is original Kappa? See, wait, what is this? Oh, wait, okay. YouTube incredibly confused because it's still the same on YouTube. On YouTube, it's still the old. It does not look like this on Twitch. if you're actually on Twitch, it does not look like this anymore. It's some I feel like I recognize the face for some reason, but who the fuck is that? It's a completely different Kappa. They have removed Kappa. Confusion. Anyway. So yeah, that's probably the plan for tomorrow. And because of that, I'll probably try and start somewhat earlier, because who knows? I was told, depending on skill issue, I was told 1 to 2 hours for maybe getting a Silk Song ending. So hopefully something around that. And then, yeah. Then like, yeah, the weird experimental stream. Not even experimental, just strange, because I'll be like jumping between things instead of, usually I keep a stream focused on something. But for now, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, thank you for chatting, thank you for lurking. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.